Let's face it for a moment. Breakups are hard. Regardless of whether it was chaotic, agreed upon, or unexpected, the after effects can make you feel as though you're navigating through life in a haze. But what if I informed you that heartbreak doesn't have to last forever? What if, beneath the surface, you're merely in a waiting phase, and your ex might not be truly gone? I get it. It sounds wild. But the reality is, relationships don't always conclude how we anticipate. Occasionally, breakups are merely a brief hiatus, not a definitive farewell. Indeed, there exist distinct indicators that suggest your ex may come back into your life when you're least prepared for it. In this video, we will explore 7 unmistakable signs that your breakup may not be as final as you perceive. These are the emotional and behavioral indicators that often hint at a reconciliation being on the way. Therefore, whether you're seeking closure, recovery, or a renewed relationship, you will want to be mindful of these. Believe me, by the conclusion of this video, you will know precisely what signs to watch for. So find a seat, press that like button, and let's uncover this mystery collaboratively. 1. They keep reaching out, even if it's casual. Sign number 1. They consistently reach out, but not in a "we need to talk" manner. Perhaps it's just a random, "Hey, how have you been?" or "I came across this meme and thought of you." Seems innocent, right? However, these small gestures might be a quiet indication that your ex isn't quite ready to move on. Now, I understand what's crossing your mind. They've moved on. Maybe they're just being friendly. But consider this. People don't just text their exes without cause. There remains an emotional bond, a connection that hasn't been entirely broken. It's akin to a business arrangement. Perhaps the deal fell apart, but they're leaving the possibility open for a future negotiation. Thus, if you're receiving these messages, it's a sign they're not done with you yet. And remember, don't automatically think this is a positive development. If you're getting texts like this, you should be asking yourself, are they gauging your feelings? Or are you the one doing the testing? 2. They're not dating anyone new, at least not seriously. Sign number 2. They're not involved with anyone new, or, at the very least, it doesn't appear that way. We live in a society of constant sharing. If they haven't posted any photos with a new partner in months, or you aren't hearing about anyone in their life, that's actually somewhat revealing. Certainly, they could be appearing nonchalant on social media, but if they've become unresponsive in the context of your relationship, it's a significant indicator that they may be lingering in the past, anticipating the perfect moment to reestablish contact with you. Consider this. They may have moved on, but what's holding them back? They could still be in search of closure or something deeper. Alternatively, they might simply dislike dating applications. It's understandable. Spending hours swiping left in an attempt to discover someone who somewhat aligns with them. Yikes. 3. They mention the past, and not only the negative aspects. And sign 3. They mention the past. Now you know how the majority of people tend to avoid discussing the past since it's awkward. Well, if your ex is recalling the good moments, like that incredible vacation you took together, or a shared inside joke, it's not coincidental. Why? Because when someone continuously brings up the past, it indicates they're still working through it. They haven't fully moved on. And when they're caught up in those memories, there's a genuine possibility they wish to form more future experiences with you. So, the next time they mention that treasured memory, take note. It's their method of gauging the emotional landscape. But hold on. What if they're manipulating your feelings? Let's explore that further. 4. They continue to interact with your life through social media or mutual friends. Sign number 4. They're still subtly engaged in your life, whether it's reacting to your Instagram posts, viewing your stories, or appearing at spots they know you often visit. Your ex is monitoring your activities. It's as though they've never truly exited the scene. Here's the reality. If they didn't care, they would have unfollowed you and vanished. But when they're still observing your life, even from afar. It implies they haven't completely moved on from you. It's reminiscent of a film where the main character struggles to let go of their former romance, even though they've progressed. They're just awaiting the ideal moment to re-enter. 5. They become jealous when they see you with another person. Indication number 5. They display jealousy. Oh yes, jealousy isn't merely a minor sentiment. It's a significant indication. If you're out with someone new, and your ex appears noticeably uneasy or starts acting aloof, that's a major warning sign. They might be conveying through their body language, "I haven't moved on from you." But here's the catch. Jealousy can be hazardous. It's a two-sided blade. The crucial question is, are they jealous enough to take action? 6. They express regret or recognize their errors. Indication 6. They express regret. You see, some separations occur due to unresolved matters. And if your ex approaches you with a heartfelt apology, recognizing their faults or missteps during your relationship, it indicates they haven't lost hope. An apology isn't merely verbal. It represents an emotional openness, a vulnerability they're displaying. It's akin to a key for a door that's been shut. But if they're knocking, there's a possibility they wish to return to your life. And if they're apologizing, it's a significant indicator that they regret losing you. 7. They formulate long-term plans without directly inviting you back. And lastly, indication 7. They formulate long-term plans with you considered. Perhaps they mention an upcoming event next year or discuss a journey they'd like to take with you. Yet they don't directly inquire if you're still interested. This is subtle but impactful. It's as if they're attempting to plant the seeds for a future together, without putting you in a difficult position. If they're engaged in this, it's because they're keeping their possibilities open. And deep down, they're awaiting the right moment to take that subsequent step with you. Be mindful of this sign. It's often the precursor to something greater. So, there you have it. 7 distinct indications that your separation might not be as final as it appears. But here's the most crucial takeaway. While these signs may imply your ex could return, ultimately, it's your choice. Are you prepared to reopen that chapter, or is it time to prioritize yourself, heal, and progress towards something even more fulfilling? Regardless of the situation, you possess the influence to shape your future, whether it's with someone from the past or a fresh new beginning. But keep in mind, healing and growth do not solely pertain to relationships. If you're prepared to enact lasting changes in every aspect of your life, it's vital to comprehend the power of compounding, not just in love, but in your finances and personal development. Trust me, once you understand this concept, you'll be astonished at how much your life can evolve. If you wish to discover more about how compounding can assist you in achieving wealth, success, and freedom, be sure to check out my next video. You won't want to overlook it. Until we meet again, continue creating the life you are worthy of. The greatest is still ahead.